Is fear a tool used by our government?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of.
That's been the way of doing things about as long as I can remember.
Fear is the tool of politics. Fear of loss, fear of death, fear of violence, but fear is their tool, period. Politics in America works by scaring people into doing things. Most things in America work by scaring people into doing things.
It's the easiest way to control people, and that's exactly what politics do. We put a fear that you're going to lose something that's important to you, whether it's, government aid or the right to get married, and these things. So they use those fears to control how you respond.
I'm Christian. The Bible itself, a lot of it is fear-based, let's be honest. You don't conduct yourself in this manner or accept this person as your Lord Jesus Christ. This is where you go, and this is how it is when you go there. Whereas if you do, this is where you go, and this is how it is when you get there. But historically, that helped rulers control their people.
There's a great book I read called The Science of Fear. It moves us all the time. Everything you see on the news is scaring you. If you watch one of those medical TV shows, everything in there is some dramatic, crazy disease that happens once in a lifetime. But that medical TV show doesn't work very well if they keep showing Johnny come in with a broken arm, or Tommy who came in who turned his ankle skateboarding. That's not dramatic, that's not interesting. So our shows, our news, everything is scaring us, and politicians know that. And fear is the one thing that sticks in your head more than anything else. It trumps everything else.
Something that I learned about on the internet is called the Hegelian dialectic. It's when information is given to a whole group of people. The government produces a problem or makes a problem aware to the citizens. Then the citizens react to that and go, oh, let's do something.
Campaign 101 is tell the people why your opponent is not doing a good job. And if your opponent is doing a good job or is doing an okay job or even a neutral job, you then have to create this sense of urgency that, yes, great, this person is doing an okay job right now, but what if so-and-so happens or such and such happens, then they won't be able to cope with it, but I have the skill set.
What are people scared of? Well, Democrats are pushing to their people. Well, if the Republicans take over, you're not going to have this life that you have. You're not going to get that. They're going to take rights away. Republicans, same thing. They push the whole agenda that the liberal takeover, the media is telling people how to think, and then that's causing riots. And you guys don't like the riots, right? Well, it's causing the riots. It's causing the illegal immigrants to come over here, and that's how now we can get viewers on our television sets. We can get people to click these links on our website. It's fear-based in how we run almost any and everything.
A lot of people just feel like nobody's looking out for them. And I think that, to me, it seems like they're just more concerned about themselves. So I think people are scared that they don't really have leadership.
In my circles, I see people fearful of what may happen to Latinos, and Muslims.
If you're terrified of what's to come, it's always more productive to be hopeful and to be constructive than it is to be fearful and damaging. You can choose to get online or to go into a group of people and perpetuate hate and fear, or you can choose to go into a group and try to lead and make changes that you can control.
A lot of these things that people are scared of are small percentages of what's really going on, especially in this country. A lot of people are intelligent. I think what we all bring to the table is different perspective. And so we have to have hope that we can listen to each other. You don't have to change my mind. I don't have to change your mind, but listen to me. And at the same time, hopefully I can calm the fears of that next person, and they can calm my fears. And if we can somehow make that the new standard on how we do things, instead of taking something that we agree with or align with and really push that and amplify it and make it greater than what it is, and then just make it completely fear-based. If we start smothering the fear with the positivity and the hope, I think somehow, some way, that can start to go away.
I think that's the best way to allay fears, is to look in many different places and get a conglomerate of different opinions on something, and then also to take action. Because once you take action, then you feel like you're doing something. And that way it does help allay your fears. You say, okay, I'm scared of this. Well, how can I help to make it different, or how can I make it better, or whatever. But if you feel like you're taking some action, it doesn't have to be physical action. It can be, sharing with other people your thoughts, and so that way people feel like they're doing something about it.
We're so concerned about being right all the time and telling you where we don't agree that we're not, it's hard to ever get anywhere. We're really loud and vocal on our communications devices. But when we sit across the table from each other, we're not jerks anymore. And we can often find common ground. We have to stop feeding into and buying into this idea that we're against one another. So we have to decide what's important to us.